Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 21st to the 27th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by more people, which gets the message of spirit out to more people. So, thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is located in the description box below. And yeah, I look forward to reading for you. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. Okay. So spread these out a bit. And we are crowned with the moon reversed. Now, it's very interesting that this week begins with a full moon. The full moon is on the 21st of July. This week begins on the 21st of July. So here there is the sense of seeing what we're afraid of, and the moon highlighting what we are afraid of or what has held us back. I highly recommend checking out the full moon reading for July, because it's going to give us a lot of valuable information. There's a sense here of I'm breaking free of my fears. I'm breaking free of my doubts. I'm looking at things in a much more bigger, broader, more determined way for myself. And I love that for you. I love that for you. With the moon reverse, we're looking at things and it's like, oh, but that's a shadow. Like that's a monster. And it's like, no, it's a shadow. But I can't do that. And it's like, oh, well, you're just playing off with somebody else's fear. And it's like, oh, really? And that you're going to have just things like that, kind of like everything starts to fall into place, and you're like, oh, well, I'm not afraid of anything then, am I? So that's going to be a really good thing for us during this time. But we can't have our fears come forward. We can have a little bit of intrusive thoughts come into play, where it's like, shouldn't you be afraid of this? Shouldn't you be afraid of that? And we're going to look at it and be like, I don't think so. I really don't think I should be. It moves us then to the Eight of Cups. This is walking away from something we once thought we would love, but it's choosing us. And I love that again for you here, Sagittarius. I'm walking away. It's like, no, I choose me. At the end of the day, this is my story. This is my life. I choose me. And it doesn't mean that we run away from our responsibilities or we do anything hurtful or hateful. It's like, no, I choose me. And I live in the beauty and the power and the exuberance. That is exuberance. Is that the right word? Exuberance. That's the right word. That is me. And that is a very beautiful thing. And it can also be, it can also be an ending as severe as a divorce. Like, it's like, okay, that's done. That's over. It was harsh. It was hard. And it doesn't mean that it has to be a divorce. It can be that you went through a really tough 8 months or, a really tough 8 years. It can be, it's usually a count of 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years. I see this as being longer. And what we're going to see that we're coming out of is this time of like, I can't, and I'm afraid. And now this week is like, I can, and I might still be afraid at times. Like, I'm not going to be, foolish about things. I still have fear and I still have, my survival instincts intact, but I'm not being held back. And it moves us then to the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands reverse is releasing so many burdens, so much, so many things that have overwhelmed us, that have pushed us down, that have made us think, I can't do that. Oh, you can do that. That's great for you, but I can't do that. And it's time to stop seeing the dirt on our shoes, right? It's time to stop looking at things and seeing how it all fell apart or it's not right. And now we're going to look at everything that we've been carrying for ourselves, for others, and we're going to say, I can do this. I've got this. And I'm going to build something beautiful. And I'm done carrying it around. Like, I'm done looking for the perfect spot, the perfect this, the perfect that. The perfect time is now, and the perfect place is with me. The 9 of Wands reverse. We are also so done of being battered and bruised and feeling overwhelmed and achy and hurty and like, oh, I just can't participate in this. I can't do this because I'm battling all these different things. I'm dealing with everybody's opinions, and it has just taken a toll on me. And we're looking at this now and we're saying to ourselves, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. And I'm starting to choose my power, my tenacity, my beauty, my brilliance. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a way they think they should do things. That's great. That's great. Let them do their life. Let them do them. Have you ever noticed that the people who give you the most advice and push the hardest and say like, oh, it should be like this, it should be like that, they don't do any of it for themselves. So just being aware of this, because we're done. We're done with the, okay, when's the next battle? When's the next shoe going to drop? When's everything going to fall apart? It brings us then to the Knight of Cups reverse. So the Knight of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We have Pisces here with the moon. This is Pisces energy. Time frame February 19th to March 20th. That could have been an intense time frame for us. So just knowing that, coming out of that time frame, at the beginning of the year, it would be like, oh, I just came out of an intensity. So just being aware of that. But Knights like movement. Here, it's a recklessness of the heart that we have to be mindful of from others, yes, but also for ourselves. We can also, okay, interesting, because Spirit is also showing me that we have been greatly affected by somebody's relationship in our life. This wasn't our relationship that went sour. Okay, it went sour. Could have been our parents' relationship, but we thought, oh, I'm going to hold my heart, right? I'm going to really, really, really super protect myself, which seems like a great idea. But also here, how do I move forward, embracing my love, embracing my passion, and letting me move forward in the joy of existence and in the joy of creation. So here, we can want to be very reckless because we're choosing ourselves, right? We're choosing to move forward for us. We're putting down so many burdens. We're not getting caught up in the, kind of like fighting of it all. And so we can think like, that's it. I'm just going to wear my heart on my sleeves, go for absolutely everything, do everything, push every boundary. So just be mindful about that, because that's not necessarily going to be the most beneficial thing for us. We can also get really kind of taken in by a bit of a Casanova. I mean, this is somebody who silken tongue is like definitely a thing with them. They just have this way of being charismatic, charming, pulls you in, and really doesn't have much more feeling besides themselves after that. So do be mindful about this during this time, but do be mindful about this not just in romantic relationships, but in life in general. This is going to be a person who is just too charming for their own good. I mean, seriously. It moves us then to the King of Swords reverse. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. It's very interesting here because you have like the complete opposite of each other. This one is like a good time Charlie type of thing. And this person here with the King of Swords reverse, it's like, I'm going to be super strict, super regimented, super like, it all has to be like this and everything has a place and you do everything exactly the same way and you do everything just like this. And you cannot deviate from this. It's also going to be only logic based. Here, okay, I'll listen to your emotions, which is actually what the Knight of Cups has going for them. But with the King of Swords, if it's not logical, it doesn't matter. But also, if it doesn't follow their logic, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter how logical it is. You can sit there and be like, no, this makes all the sense in the world. You can ask somebody else and be like, yeah, that makes all the sense. You talk to them, all of a sudden you think you're crazy. So just be mindful about this during this time. Yeah, with the Chariot, we are coming out of the Chariot time frame, right? Cancer time frame ends on the 22nd of July. This is June 21st to July 22nd. Our emotions have been all over the place. We are reining them in. Okay, we're going to see ourselves moving forward towards what we love, what we're passionate about, how we want to move forward. But also, we are dealing with people whose emotions have been all over the place. This has been an intense time. It has been a powerful time. And now it's like, I'm walking away from this. I'm walking away from all the chaos, all the nonsense, everybody's demands being more important than my own heart, than my own passion, than my own self. I'm choosing me. And I'm loving me. I'm embracing my life. It's time to move forward in joy. It's time to celebrate. You're going to be very passionate during this time. Okay. A lot of fire energy in you, which makes sense. You're Sagittarius, right? A lot of fire energy in you coming forward in the best possible, most beautiful way, really utilizing that and not letting other people manipulate you because they think, oh, I can get something out of you. Or, oh, I can, like, oh, you're so used to, carrying everything. Oh, you can carry everything for me. So just being mindful about this is going to be super important. So let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a sun in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So hit the bell notification and and then you'll be notified when the video announcing the winner comes out. Angels and spirit guides. Here we have the Hawk, Pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. Pay attention. There's a lot coming your way here, Sagittarius, that can get kind of lost in the shuffle of it all. And then moves us to our chakra energy, angels, and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is truth reversed, embracing our third chakra. So our third chakra can be stimulated, embraced by humming, by singing, by chanting. And here with truth reversed, it is saying, what is true for me? It doesn't mean we have to tell it to everybody. You know, people say, oh, say the truth, nothing bad will ever happen. I mean, like, come on, that's nonsense. Say the truth to yourself, though. Say what it is that you believe, what it is that you love, you know, and move forward in that truth. And that is a very beautiful thing. And that is a very powerful thing. So embracing that truth and embracing that power is just important. And here we have a bit of a blockage around saying the truth to us about what we want, about how we're moving forward for ourselves, and about how we're stepping into our power and what it is that we want from life. It moves us to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Be mindful, okay? Here, we know that there is this big season of change coming. We feel it. We know it. It's coming. And somebody's going to sit there and very much kind of like dangle a carrot in front of our face and be like, oh, well, if you do this or if you do that, you know, everything will change. Everything will be so different for you. And it'll be overnight. It will never be overnight. Sometimes, okay, no, not never. Sometimes life does change overnight quite intensely. It's usually, you know, a intense night of the soul that comes forward, or a dark night of the soul. But what we're going to see here with the Wheel of Fortune is that we need to step back, and the change is happening within us first, choosing to move towards our heart, move towards what we love, move towards ourselves, not be weighed down by fear. It's going to happen within ourselves first, and then it's going to happen externally. And then it's going to be like, oh, okay, I got this. Okay, I can do this. But this energy wants to rush you, wants to make you run before you can walk. So just being aware of that is going to be a super important thing, because we have energy here that, you know, it's manipulative. It just is. And, you know, our emotions can come through very intensely during this time, but also other people's emotions are going to come through to us very intensely, very powerfully. And we're going to think, oh, maybe I should be doing this, or maybe I should be doing that, or maybe it should be this way, or maybe it should be that way. And it's like, maybe I should embrace my heart and what I love and see me first, and then see everything else. And then, you know, align with anything else or everything else. It moves us to our subconscious spirit message, which is the crow. Universal laws and truth are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. And that's exactly what spirit is saying. You know, universal laws and truth. Coming here with truth, with the throat chakra, embracing our truth, trusting ourselves, embracing our voice. We've been afraid to embrace our voice. Why? Because our voice is powerful, Sagittarius. We're ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the great enhancer. It makes everything powerful. So embracing that energy and utilizing that energy is just so important to us and so life-changing. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is the third eye chakra. This is visualization. We need to see it. We need to see it in our mind's eye, in our soul, in ourself, and we can think, oh, visualization is silly. But we need to kind of prime ourselves for being able to see the path that we want to move forward. And also to listen to what we're saying to ourselves when we look at our future, when we visualize what it is that we want. Are we saying, oh, that's stupid? Oh my gosh, you can't ever. Or are we saying, yeah, you can. You know, that's a great idea. You know, more power to you. So being aware of this is going to be really important. Sitting in visualization, seeing what it is that you want, but then also listening to our bodies as we visualize and feeling the resistance that might be around us towards what we want, towards what we truly, truly want and desire, but we didn't realize that we were still carrying fear to it, or we're still carrying doubt to it. It moves us to, and it's usually somebody else's fear and somebody else's doubt that we've inherited. It moves us to be mindful of the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is a cross your finger, get a wish type of energy coming forward. So being mindful about that we might not get exactly what we wish for, exactly when we wish for it. But also we can feel like people aren't coming to the table for us, aren't showing up for us. And it can be that they have their own things going on this week and they don't even realize that they're not showing up for us because they're just so busy trying to show up for themselves. That can definitely be the case. But also here, it's like, okay, make sure that we're not relying on people who are all show and no substance. Like it's kind of like, I'm just seeing like a really delicious looking piece of chocolate that when you bite into it, it tastes like nothing, or it's just cardboard. And you're like, oh, this is disgusting. So just being aware of that. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the King of Pentacles. It's interesting that we have people coming through during this time, coming up, all the people cards have come up reversed, meaning that we're going to be tested during this time. And I know nobody likes to hear that, but with somebody who is overly emotional, somebody who is overly secretive, okay, somebody who's overly practical, and then somebody who is, again, overly emotional, but overly like, we have to go, we have to do, we have to go, we have to do. Actually, these two energies very much correlate with each other. This person also has a tendency to be a bit of a daredevil, drive too fast, go push things too hard type of thing. With the King of Pentacles, this is a person who, it's not that saving your money is bad, but it's a person who will tell you, oh, I don't have any money, but they have like a zillion dollars in savings. Like they have a lot in savings, but they're always crying poor, and they always want to utilize like the next big scam, the next big, like, oh, you could do this for me, or you could do that for me, or and it's just like, you're just looking at it and it's like, that's just wrong. So just being aware of that. And it can also be like all work and no play, just somebody who doesn't get great joy out of what they do, but who is too doggedly stubborn to step back and give themselves a breather. So just be aware of that. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.